Hello everyone. In this reflection, I will be sharing my experience about coding, from the 1 week experience that I've experienced at campus, through Scratch, through creating forklifts. One of my biggest learning gains have been developing a deeper understanding on block-based platforms like Scratch and Octo Studio. Those tools have given me a practical insight into creating animations, interactive lessons, and coding projects. I also learned how to integrate multimedia to make projects engaging, like the one I have been doing through my portfolio task, which will be very useful in teaching subjects like maths, natural science, in fact, any subject in primary school. In addition, I improved my problem solving skill. I have learned how to solve problems from when we were when I was revising one of the teachers' project. I had to revise it and create it the way I think it should be. So doing that helped me to improve my problem solving skills, and also I applied computational thinking. I had to think outside of the box, and I had to reflect on what she has done and also reflect on my thinking. I now feel more comfortable with um, design thinking and using technology creatively to solve real world problems. And of course, the journey wasn't easy. It was challenging. One of the toughest moments was troubleshooting errors in my codes when building my complex Scratch project. It was a lot. It was overwhelming. At some point, you I would feel like I would just quit, but then I I had to learn, and this is the journey of learning. Learning has challenges. I had to understand that learning has challenges and it doesn't come very simple. At times, fixing one small issue would create another one. That was through the creating the forklift. It was hectic. We had to start afresh, create maybe solving one code, and then it messes up another. It was a lot, overwhelming. It was too much. It was too much, but we were able to tackle it, and I was able to learn more from it and understand my thinking. I was able to learn more about myself also. I learned about how I do deal with overwhelming situations. That's when I saw that I am able to tackle more higher problems even if I met with one. Um, and also the hands-on robot construction was a challenge, as I have stated. Working with gears, motors, sensors felt overwhelming initially, especially when some components didn't fit correctly or function as expected. Most problem is the sensor. It gave us a lot of problem. I couldn't understand it. I wouldn't lie, even now I still don't understand it. It makes me struggle to to make it sense. There's a lot of struggle with working with the sensors, and now it hinders the whole project to work effectively the way it has to work. Well, I can say that patience was key. I kept testing and adjusting until everything worked, and it was incredibly satisfying to see the robot move as intended, even though it failed a little bit to sense. It was sensing and then it stopped sensing. We couldn't figure out the problem due to time. Maybe if we had enough time, we were going to be able to figure what was the problem and how to fix it. Building robots was both exciting and challenging. I really enjoyed the process of assembling the parts, even though it required careful attention to detail. One of the most interesting projects was coding the robot to follow a blank line and perform specific tasks. It was challenging to ensure that the code and sensors worked perfectly, but it taught me how to connect coding, physical output, which made everything come come to life, and also which that is where I learned about computational thinking, decomposing, pattern recognition. I didn't know about that, but this project helped me to be aware of those computational thinking and how to decompose, and also how to recognize pattern in the code. This hands-on experience not only enhanced my technical skill but also showed me the importance of perseverance and creativity. And I will definitely use this experience in my classroom. I will take my chance to teach my learners how to code, how to use Scratch, how to use Octo Studio. This is an important thing in learning. It is important for learners to learn at a young age about these kind of things, because technology is getting more improved and advanced. So learning, making them aware of this type of things, it's making them being ready, getting them ready to face the future technology and be able to adapt with the advances of the technology. Overall, this program was enriching experience. It gave me deeper appreciation for coding and robotics, gave me a deeper understanding of how coding and robotics work. It gave me a better understanding on how to use coding and robotics in any other lesson. It can be a subject on its own, but I have learned about how to use it in another lesson. It's like using one subject to another lesson to teach another lesson. It is interesting, and it is something that we as upcoming teachers and new teachers should learn and should know. I now feel more confident in incorporating these technologies into my teaching practices. I look forward to using the skills to create interactive lessons and inspire learners to explore STEM subjects. Thank you for listening, and I hope this reflection helps anyone to be interested in coding and robotics, and also be aware of the things you can do with coding robotics. Not only teach in class, but also you can be able to teach learners how to behave outside the class using coding and robotics. You can teach learners how to express themselves using coding and robotics. That is what I have learned so far, and I am definitely going to implement this. Thank you.